I have a lot of yarn. So it is actually New Year's Eve today, and with 2026 coming up, I thought what a better time to do a full yarn room reset. So not only is my yarn shelf a mess, do I have more yarn that can fit in these shelves? Do I have a bunch of skeins that are completely falling apart? I also have a scrap bin in another room, and I have some random yarn that does not fit anywhere at the moment. Next to yarn, I also have, I'm very much exposing my messy self right now. Don't look here. No, there's not like 5 coffee cups and 5 glasses of water standing there. You didn't see that. I have 5 of these drawers full of crap. I have this trolley full of crap. I have this seat, which has a lot of crap shoved behind it. Now, we'll see how long the motivation lasts and if I'll get through everything this video, but let's get started. To start off with, I did get another one of these shelves, which is a 2x4 instead of a 4x4, from my sister for free because she didn't need hers anymore, so that's great. So what I'm thinking is, no judgment on this. We're fixing that today. What I'm thinking is, this one, the one with the door, goes there next to my door. Wait. Goes here. Here. Ignore the random video game controller on my door. That is a hole in the door from the previous owners, and they stuck a video game sticker on there, and I've just let it be because I'd rather have that than a hole in my door. So, closet with a door there. New cubby's shelf 2x8 here, so that I have all my yarns here, and then I have a closet with some extra stuff with a door over there. Okay, first things first, putting the yarn cubbies together. So I don't have any instructions that go with this shelf, but I do have my brain and my hands, so I'm gonna figure it out. Ta-da! That was surprisingly very quick and easy. I've only been filming this clip for 9 minutes and 40 seconds, so it took me under 10 minutes to put this together. Great! Next up is moving this pile of mess out of the way so I can take out that yarn closet and move it over there. I'm getting tangled in yarn. Now that's what we call efficient moving of messes. But there's another mess over there, so I'm quickly going to move that one as well. Mess has been shoved to the side. So now it's time to move that one over here. Now, would it have been easier to first move that one like a tiny bit to the right so that I could maneuver this one out easier? Yes. Did I do that? No. Will I still do that? No. It's out. Closet is in its new home. So now this one is gonna go there. And let's hope that it fits. See, now that is what I call perfection. Ta-da! now that that's done, I am completely overwhelmed by the fact that I now have to tackle the yarn. Plan of action. Stand and contemplate. And that's on a massive jug of electrolytes. So, what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna start with my non-standard yarn. So these 6, no, what am I saying? 12 cubbies, except for this one that has yarn scraps in them. I don't know what's in there. Except for those 9 cubbies, all the other yarns are yarns I don't use a lot. For example, these are all Himalaya koala. They might stay where they are. I don't know. But here I have a cubby that has Premier Little Bunny. It has Feels Like Bliss. It has Little Bunny Multis. It has Bernat Pipsqueak. And it looks like it also has a bunch of random things behind it. So I think I start with those yarns. So I think step 1 is gathering all the American yarn brands, which are Premier, Bernat, and Lion Brand, and throwing the rest somewhere else. Oh my God. Do you see why I needed a yarn room cleanup? Yikes. Oh wait, I think I am frogging a bear accidentally. So this is Lion Brand, but I just have to get it out of this yarn. I've said this in my previous video, but I'm gonna say it again, because I am from Europe. Excuse my obnoxiously blue sticker. They did not have skin color ones at the store. What was I saying? Yes. If you're from Europe, like I am, and you're wondering how on earth I have Lion Brand yarn, Premier yarn, and Bernat yarn, it's all because of Clarissa from, I'm spacing, Boulat SC. I think she delivers all over the EU, so definitely check her out. Of course, it comes with a higher price tag because she has to pay these import taxes, all of these really high shipping prices, and barely has any profit left over, but she's a sweetheart and she supplies us Europeans with the amazing brands that we can't really easily get here in Europe. Okay. So I think a pile of Bernat, a pile of Little Bunny, and a pile of Feels Like Bliss. And maybe for Feels Like Bliss, also a pile of yarn barf that needs to be sorted. I think, because I believe I only have 3 Bernat Pipsqueaks, I'm going to probably, I can't see you, I'm going to probably put them together with the Little Bunny yarn. Little Bunny, a bunch of Lion Brand Feels Like Bliss minis, because I once needed a tiny bit of black and the black was out of stock, but they did have a set of minis, so I bought a whole set just for a tiny bit of black. So I do really like my Lion Brand Feels Like Bliss and Little Bunny yarns, so I think they will be granted the top shelf. So, Little Bunny. I didn't choose to put them in order like this. That's just how it happened. Don't expect me to put them all in order. This is just going to be a little rainbow shelf. kind of yarn barf, but I'm not gonna wind these. Just gonna hide the tails. Now I kind of feel like adding these minis to that shelf will make it look messy. So I kind of don't want to do that. I'm going to put these away for now, and I'll see what I'll do with them. And also the Feels Like Bliss yarn barf. Next up, Little Bunny and Pipsqueak. I almost knocked over my electrolyte. I'll put it here for safekeeping. Bam! 2 yarn cubbies done. We are making progress. Next up, I have a couple of these skeins of Scheepjes Big Darling, which they are pretty big skeins. I think you could maybe fit 3 next to each other, but I don't have that many, so I think one cubby is going to be Scheepjes Big Darling. Do I want to wind this? No. This is how it's going to be. So here we have black, a little bit of orange. I made a sleeping fox out of this yarn, but it immediately sold because it was very cute. And I also made a frog hoodie bear with these 2 colors that also immediately sold. This yarn, I'm telling you, it's amazing. I think you can also get it via Boulette Essie, but it's in Europe, it's pretty easy to get to. I think it's a European brand that I've worked with before. So highly recommend this yarn. It's buttery soft to work with. It's a bit thicker than my other chenilles, which makes it hard to combine them. And I have so many colors in those others that it's hard to like fully step over to this yarn. But it's super nice. And like, do you see that? It just doesn't shed. I'm going off on a yap session. Let's not do that because last Monday I posted my advent calendar review video, and that one took me 9 hours to get from starting to edit to having it posted on YouTube. 9 hours in a day, because I was like, I can do that editing on Monday. Monday is my posting day. I can do that editing on Monday, quickly post it, it'll be done by noon. I was done by 7 p.m. So don't let me yap too much. Don't let me. Anyway, that one's done. Then I have these skeins, which are also Scheepjes Big Darling, but they're massive cakes. So I'm guessing I'll put them here next to the plain Big Darling. Ta-da! Second layer of cubbies done. Next up, I am thinking my collection of Little Darling by Scheepjes, which is this yarn. However, I'm thinking if I stack them all on top of each other, they're gonna get all messed up when I'm pulling them out, and I don't want that. But they're currently all in here, and I don't like that either, because looking for colors I need is such a mess. So I have some Little Darling, the sparkly version. I don't know if you can really tell because they're still in their packaging. Can you? Can you tell? I don't know. These are sparkling. I bought them to make Christmas ornaments. It's the 31st of December. Oh well. I'm gonna leave them in their little plastic covers, I think. Oh, and one thing that I always have to mention about Scheepjes yarn, because it's the best thing about Scheepjes yarn. An easy start pull tab for the perfect center pull every single time. I have so many different types of yarns that I've been thinking of doing a video where I make one pattern in all the different types of yarns that I have. Let me know what you would think of that kind of video. Also, do you think I have enough red? Okay. Great success. Now, these guys are made to like scoot in here. So I am gonna scoot this one in here, like so. There's a paint stain. I'm gonna scoot it like so. And then I might as well go ahead and grab the other one and see what on earth we have in this one. A piece of a blankie buddy. A bird with no eyes. Samba the Elephant by Melly Inspired Crochet. A bunny loaf. A random piece of something. A random old cut up t-shirt. Are you guys gonna hate me if I just bin this? I feel like you guys are gonna hate me. I don't want to deal with it. Help. Do I really need to keep this ball? It's so tangled. So for the rest in this box, it's all plushies I made a long while ago. So, so this is gonna go to my old plushie bins upstairs. Or option number 2 is we don't speak about this bin. Oh, what's in this bin? Nothing. Empty. Extra storage space for if I need it. Nothing in there. Now, what are we gonna do with this cubby? I don't know. But first off, I'm cold. I think it's time for this whole shebang. I'm already so sick of this. But I gotta keep going. How are we gonna tackle this? Because I also have some yarn on the floor as well. Are we thinking going cubby by cubby? Because they are sorted by color. They're just a mess. So, cubby by cubby? Yes. Let's start with purple. Also, these, they're fine. I'm gonna leave them as they are. Bam! Looky here. More yarn. A little Celeste Lego set. Okay, we have 2 plums. We have 3 of whatever this honey bunny color is. And I did an outer pull on this one. Ew. We have honey bunny, yummy. Then these, my favorite shade of purple, and also my favorite brand, which is Wallon's Bunny Baby. There we go. We have this dusty rose shade, which I can't even remember the last time I used it. Oh, that's probably why. It's toucan, and I have beef with toucan yarn. I think toucan yarn is so bad. It's the worst on your fingers to crochet with. More toucan yarn, it feels horrible. I'm sure there's people out there who do like toucan. I don't. I believe this is also toucan. I'm overwhelmed. Next up, pink. My favorite shade of pink, Wallon's Bunny Baby in color 21. Yikes. The more purpley shades will go on this side because it's next to the purple. And yes, I do have 2 cubbies for pink shades because I love pink. This is quite purpley. This is also quite purpley, but a bit more pink. What is this? Why is this whole piece outside of this piece? It's not like it was a yarn barf because it's an outer pull. It's not even a center pull. What is this? What is this? I think this might have to be a yarn that I have to wind, unfortunately. But that does mean that this is a I'll deal with it later pile. So that's great for present me. It's not great for future me. Present me is happy. Someone like make me use up my skeins before I start a new skein, because what is this and why do I have 4 of the exact same yarns all looking like this? Okay, and that is it for the pink yarns. I'm gonna go have some food and then get back to it. I'm back, and what I think I need to do is stop yapping and do a time lapse of the rest of the cubbies. Okay? Okay. I hope it works out because I'm gonna be using the actual time lapse function on my camera. So ta-da! I'm done with those cubbies now. I have a couple skeins of Honey Bunny Big, which take up a lot of space. And also in my closet that has a door, I have a bunch of variegated yarn stuffed in there, and I barely use it because it's all like stuffed together. So I'm thinking I want to put my variegated yarn in here as well. But where do I put this yarn then? Maybe I'll put this yarn in that cubby, in that closet, and then I can put my variegated yarn here. But I do think I will need 2 cubbies to fit all my variegated yarn. Sacrifices have to be made, and this one is going up here. Or wherever else I find space later. Also, I have this sign, and I kind of want to hang it up. I gotta move you first. I kind of want to hang it up there. Do you see the vision? But how am I going to get there? 1. And how am I going to hang it up? Is 2. So, question mark. Things to think about later. So you know where this is going to go? That's the pile of crap you guys can't see on camera. So that's where all my crap goes. And no, I don't think I will be tackling that pile of crap in this video. Because why? Because I don't wanna. So I'm gonna clear up the floor a little bit. Going through my whips and yarn scraps is gonna be for another day because I've had it, and also I do want to do a video only using yarn scraps, and then I can just collect them all then, and I can be done with this for today. But I am very pleased with how it's turning out. I love the new setup of the 2 cubbies next to each other. We lie back, beautiful, beautiful time lapse. Getting all of the variegated yarn out of here now. Yes. Ooh, let me scoot. Ooh, this is not so handy, but oh well. Closet done. I'm not touching anything in that closet anymore, I think, unless I find more Elise Softy Plus, because those are all up there. Putting my variegated yarns in these two cubbies. Excuse me if you hear me humming or singing. I was listening to Life of a Showgirl while filming the time lapse, so it's stuck in my head now. That's that. Oh wait, looky here. Okay, it's still such a mess in here. Let me show you what I'm looking at. I've decided my next task is tackling whatever is here on the floor and on my little sofa over here. So I think this calls for another time lapse so that I can sing along to Life of a Showgirl once again, because copyright. Floor has been cleaned, not cleaned, emptied. I still have to hoover it later. Hair had to go in a ponytail. Now what's left to tackle is this whole mess and this mess. So I think that calls for another time lapse. And there we have it. I have reorganized my yarn room. All that's left for me to do is to vacuum clean the floors, and we're just not going to talk about my drawers because that's just not for today. They're not in my line of sight. Well, their contents are not in my line of sight, so I will just pretend they don't exist. And with that, I wish you a happy, happy new year, a great and organized 2026. I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle all this time today. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe for future content, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!